One sec. Where's Steam?
All right, we're live because I accidentally clicked the live button a sec early. Hello, welcome to Mother Base. This is Ichiban Masato, and joining us today is certified Mother Base gamer, Sad Gato, and Dogstar, who's away for a second. Today we'll be exploring what games Sad Gato has on his phone. Starting with RuneScape, I guess. We're gonna make a new RuneScape character.
Yeah, see, well, the problem is I'm actually trying to figure out how to make a new RuneScape character because I already have one. And they're making it really annoying. Here's my fucking RuneScape character. I'm farming fish.
Wait, is she a woman?
Yeah. I made her look like Tamari from Naruto. Shit, I'm like typing into chat. Okay. Damn, this place is popping.
So I don't understand anything about RuneScape. I never actually played it.
So basically, it's like a MMO. This is old school RuneScape, actually. They made RuneScape 3, I think, and
yeah, I heard
they
upgraded it.
Yeah, they upgraded it, but like it low-key fell off. So, pretty much everyone besides like psychopaths that is a RuneScape player plays old school RuneScape, which they still have.
So how does this like run? This is like not in your browser, or is it in your browser?
It's I think it used to be in browser. I remember like as a kid on the family computer seeing RuneScape.
Yeah.
It's like an app. It's through Steam, actually. They were able to they put it on Steam. Just for ease of whatever.
Yeah, that definitely seems simpler. Yeah, I really like the graphics of it. I've always liked the screenshots of it, but I never played it. I've watched videos of people playing it, which the only thing I've like really picked up about it is that it's like a grind fest, which
that's kind of
really
all
funny.
You do is you just grind.
Yeah.
Hence why I like don't really play it that much. But I want the clout of like saying that I play this low poly game, so sometimes I play it on stream. Yeah, so right now I'm grinding fishing, which is super annoying because the promble is you get a shit ton of shrimp, but it's like, what do you do with the shrimp? Because you get so much shrimp for such little
dollars.
Well, not even just dollars.
Hello, hey, we started the stream.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah.
Hey, I am Dogstar. I'm the most loved member of the stream.
I'm on one.
I'm Ichiban Masato. I'm the least sanitary member of the stream.
Oh, that couldn't be true. You think you've got stiff competition for that one. That's
I know. I'm bragging. Yeah. So Dogstar, do you know anything about RuneScape? Because we were just talking about it, and I've never played it before.
I played it a bunch when I was a child, and I don't remember anything that distinguishes it from any other sort of free-to-play MMO from that time, besides like a kind of unique graphical style. Like if there was any meaningful difference between that and like Tibia, I certainly don't know what it is.
So she's fishing with a net. She's not using like a pole or anything.
Yeah, I'm catching shrimp because that's what you get at level 1.
She doesn't even know her way around a fucking pole.
I don't know. She looks like Sad Gato definitely knows her way around a pole. I'm talking Polish people. A Polak, if you will.
Yeah.
So how do you catch the shrimp in order to be able to catch bigger things, or like do you catch?
Yeah. So like you slowly grind up your shrimp catching until you can like. I think eventually I won't have to use a net.
It's game seems so incredibly tedious.
Yeah, it's like was it the people call it a lot medieval clicking simulator.
Yeah.
Did you ever play any like Mabinogi?
Oh, I'm
No.
fishing level 5. I just completed my task.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yo, I can fish for sardines. That's so cool. What was that? Sorry, I was just so
Did
enamored
you
with being
ever
level
play
5
any?
fishing.
Did you ever play any Mabinogi?
Uh, no, I don't know what that is.
That was like a Korean MMO RPG that I played a little bit. That was like
Minogi. Was it like
Celtic
this?
theme. I don't know. They're all kind of like the the one I actually really got into was like fucking Maple Story.
I always wanted to play Maple Story. It always
That
seemed
was
like low-key based.
it was cute. It was like really repetitive, but you do get to just kind of whoop uh do cute stuff in a cute world for a while, and you know what more could you ask for?
I was playing Fire
Yeah, that
Emblem
sounds
3
pretty
for a
cool.
while, and they have a fishing aspect of it, which I was enjoying, even though it's very stupid.
Trying to figure out how to. Can you see? I was really hoping that I could start a new character because I like don't remember any of the inputs in this game. I'm trying to figure out how to open up my journal, and I'm having a really hard time. Um, how is it? God, this is really just honestly, this game really is not like I don't know what the term is. Easy,
Mm-hmm.
user friendly.
Usually.
Oh,
You want to
because
play
I
Doom
can.
Clone instead?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Like
hold on.
to
I'm
do that.
trying to do. I'm also trying to stream my own game down in the corner, but I'm having I'm
Okay.
it's taking a little bit of
This.
setup, and it's not quite working how I
Okay,
expect.
so we got the one where you're like the anime girl and it's like ultra gory. We have
Baby
Dust.
face, you got voice. You got the one where you're the anime girl, and
Yeah,
Oh,
and then we have the like the Cold War Czechoslovakia 80s one, and then the one it's called Dusk that's like more of just a proper like
yeah, let's play
Doom.
the anime girl one because that's the one I think you showed me, and that one
Oh
looked
yeah.
really cool, and I'd like Dogstar to see it.
Let
yeah.
me
And so I'm playing my own game here, in which I forgot that I bought a pomegranate. So I'm going to prepare a pomegranate.
Maybe I'll start playing Elder Scrolls 3 while you're doing that.
wait, is your game just that pomegranate that I'm seeing in the left-hand corner?
Yeah, this is me wearing the
Is that a
corn shirt.
corn shirt?
Yeah,
That's cool. I was listening to Corn the other day.
they're pretty good.
Uh, yeah. Okay, so this game's called the Citadel. I think it's pretty cool, pretty sexy and hot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that I can see what you're doing. So I'm gonna move my own windows around here.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's really weird. Um, it's a Unity game. Um,
Wait, it's a uh oh, it's Unity? Because from what you had shown me of it, I thought I was anticipating this just being like a mod.
no, this is like its own thing. It's cool too. So like, look at this. Like, if
Oh
you look down, you just
damn,
see boobs.
that rules.
Um, yeah, and then they got this cool thing, the mask on.
Oh man, Morrowind crashed.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
if you crouch too,
Who
you get
crashed?
that.
Oh,
So
base.
this is just like a like B
Yeah, this is
hot
like
anime girl simulator.
this is like a real auto gynophile game.
Yeah, I really get that vibes from this.
Axe lesbian.
Um, especially just with like just the ultra gore and everything. Like I really would
Yeah.
like to kind of see who made this.
It's kind of interesting how Sad Gato always plays games where you're a girl character.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
isn't that so
weird. It's
weird?
just
Isn't
such
it
a
also
weird
kind of weird
coincidence.
that like they use like a girl avatar everywhere?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
I just think it's kind of
oh,
I
interesting.
think it's just kind of interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
You must be this gay to show up on Mother Based.
Yeah.
We have like a meter stick.
Who's the
We just look at
straightest?
all your profile pictures.
Wait, I was gonna say Vincent Gulselectuals was relatively straight, but probably like that lunch enjoyer guy.
That's true. That's true. That's true. To appear more than once.
Yeah, so like all of
Yeah.
your ops are also anime girls.
Right, but
And
also,
you
I
just like
mean,
gore them.
Vincent Gulselectuals was literally gay, right?
Oh, I see.
I think
So-
that was true.
I think
One
I
of
remember
those
them saying
classics-
something about the word gay. Like
Right,
in
I
the
think it was
book.
one of those classic situations where it sneaks up on you and your marriage did not start out as a gay marriage but has ended up becoming a gay marriage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It happened
Still
to my buddy
counts.
Eric. Yeah. I really love how this game looks.
Yeah, marry a guy who only has girl profile pictures.
Yeah.
You know, people do that sometimes for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, it's just the gibbing too is just
The gibbing's
so
excellent, and I like the death sounds are really good too.
the gibbing tree.
The gibbing tree.
Yeah, there's like different ones
Wait,
too.
can't you like
the
cut their
legs
heads
are all-
off again? If like, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And then look, see, and then that's what she looks like underneath.
Oh, that's so good. Holy shit.
Isn't that vile?
Yeah,
No,
it's actually,
that's
like-
just that is
No, I
literally
mean-
just based.
In a good way.
Yeah, getting to see like those real clean ass cuts on the like limbs. That's
Yeah.
pretty, that's
Yeah,
pretty cute.
it's
You get that
Kinda
T-bone
crazy.
chopped through the bone. It's great.
Yeah, you get to see the fat marbling.
I wanna like later on too. It's kind of foul because when you hit him with like a like laser or like fire weapons, it's like it's really foul because you'll like if you hit like one of the girls with a flamethrower, like they'll just be like running around screaming on fire for like way too long for like video games to just have it there for like a normal effect. And then there's just like a charred corpse of like with like faint. Oh yeah, I like this character's design's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also to show off a bit about what I'm doing, I'm not doing the best job here because I'm kind of distracted, but you might see I have a bowl of water. I'm doing that to separate some of the flesh.
Wait, is that a live video? Are you actually doing that?
Yes.
Oh, whoa, that's awesome.
So yeah, I use the water to separate the flesh of the pomegranate because that'll float to the top where the seeds will sink.
Mother-based chefs.
Yeah.
mother-based cooking.
Mother-based cooking. I actually do want to do a cooking stream at some point, but like my
was
laptop
thinking about
sucks for that. So maybe I'll just stream it from my phone to the fucking computer, and I don't know, something like that.
I just always kind of want to push the envelope of what it is that we're doing on this stream, right?
Yeah, you guys can watch me make don don noodles. This is an educational stream, and I think that it's really important that we try to offer like a breadth of education, and I think cooking is an important
Yeah.
skill. I think it's a skill that makes you happy. I have some
Totally.
recipes that are pretty tasty. I think our viewers might appreciate and benefit from learning how to make a good
Also, I am wearing pants, dear viewers. They're just wearing very tiny little shorts.
Nice.
It looks like they're a girl with the big old penis.
That's based.
Talking to a lolly with a big hat.
Damn, I love that like type of character design. Just like
Yeah.
gigantic fucking
So,
hat
like-
and gloves.
Yeah, a hat in time.
Yeah,
type,
yeah.
Like hat kid design.
Type
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Anyway, I think preparing a pomegranate is a cool skill because if you ask me, pomegranate is my favorite fruit personally. I think it is very lovely to eat, but
Yeah.
it's also
What are you preparing it for?
I'm just gonna eat it.
For eating, you dipshit.
Yeah, it just kind of takes a lot of work.
Really?
It's
I
like-
thought you just bite into it.
Hell no. A pomegranate? Do you know what a pomegranate is? Can you look at my video for a second so I can show you what like the cross section of a pomegranate looks like?
Sad Gato's gonna like turn on their webcam and just
Whoa.
like be eating a pomegranate, just bitefuls at a time, and make you look like just fucking mogging you and making you look
So
like an
is the
absolute
white
moron.
stuff like the flesh?
Yeah,
It's the
that's
cum.
like yeah, that's like the rind
Yeah.
of it. You don't want to eat it.
What?
That shit like wicked sucks to eat. And then these things are like wicked dope to eat. These little balls. They're like nature's gushers.
They're
Oh shit! I'm getting shot in the game.
they're
Oh my
nature's
God.
they're nature's flavor crystals.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like in Camel Crushes, that stuff you crush
Yeah.
to turn it into a menthol. This is
Yo,
like if the
Camel
fruit
Crush, dude.
was just full of like those.
Now
And
you're
it
talking.
tasted like nice fruit.
Yeah,
instead of
I
just
wish they had a
menthol.
menthol flavor. I like that she's just like kind of crawling. Is she dead?
I think it
Dead,
kind
but
of
like they'll like crawl towards you, or like they'll just kind of crawl around once they're like hit.
Wow, that's
it fucks me up
so
that
disturbing.
Monsanto hasn't just made like a menthol pomegranate, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I don't know
Menthol
how I don't know what I thought pomegranates looked
menthol
like.
pomegranate would hit. Like,
That would be so good on like a summer's day.
yeah. No, that'd be great. I like. You should also do like a filterless pomegranate.
Yeah. Yeah, but the fucking libs won't let you have
But they
filtered
won't.
pomegranates. You just
This
have
is
to
what they
cut the
took from us.
filters off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only read pomegranate like seeds or whatever and stuff. Is that what those little ball things are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah, they're really tasty, and they've got the little thing in the middle that's like fibrous and fun to chew
Yeah.
on.
Oh yeah.
It's like everything good about sunflower seeds, but better.
That's an interesting comparison.
Yeah, I guess it's
Sunflower
kind of a
seeds?
weird comparison because sunflower seeds is nice because of all the salt, but
Yeah.
it's kind of a similar texture experience, I guess.
Sunflower seeds are kind of mid IMO.
Yeah, they're okay.
I've never been like a huge seeds person personally.
I thought you were a fan of seed.
Yeah, that's singular.
Sorry, did you just say you're a huge fan of Sneed?
That's awful.
Well,
Yo. So I got this weird gun with like the magazine.
yeah, I
that's,
like
on
the
bottom.
crazy extendo clip.
Hey, Masato, can you look at the chat? Is anyone telling me like how cool I am in it, or have any like pomegranate related questions?
Oh, let's see. Maybe I moved the
There's
chat to the
pomegranate
back, or else no
reaction.
one's saying anything in it. Oops.
Oh yeah, now we have these like suicide bomber ones.
They
They're
still
like the
cute
suicide
girls.
grunts.
Yeah, they're still. Oh shit. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Shit. Where are they? Oh shit. Damn it. Yeah, they blow up though. It's kind of annoying. But like, look, see, so that's what I mean. You know, so she looks like headless, and then she explodes.
Wait, can it show me one with the head?
Yeah, one sec. I don't really have any with the head. They wear these like burqa kind of things. So I don't think
Okay,
you ever
so
actually
they're-
see their face.
So they're kind of less moe than some of the other stuff we've seen here.
Yeah, so like these ones are where they're like they have these weird, you know, kind of red I don't even know, like religious kind of outfits. They're not as much. Yo. Let me see.
Damn, when Sadgato's like on the stream, then that means nobody's watching the stream. You ever think about that?
I actually have thought about that before, where I'm just like,
It's
damn,
kind of
like.
deep when you think about it.
Smoke and powder. What's this? Oh, yo, another gun. They have a whole cool leaning mechanic too, which is like, you know, all the cool tactical shooters.
Nice. But
Oh,
they
yeah,
also
see,
have
here's these like big, heavy kind of girls.
they also
Oh, I love.
I love heavy girls. Yeah.
For real. Now you're
Jesus.
speaking my language.
Yeah, the
I
leaning.
love that Marine, like, I put on weight, you guys should be happy.
Oh yeah. I mean, see that is like
I
the
love Marine.
Hololive news that gets me really excited because I'm not afraid to say it. You know, like I know the general cool thing on the internet is to be into the lollies or whatever, but I just like a good
like 'em-
thickly settled MILF.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've never really been. As much as I joke about it, never. I genuinely don't even understand the lolly maniacs.
Yeah, this is
Neither do I.
stream for and by MILF appreciators.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thicker the better.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So look at this. I can make this like grenade pistol thing.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, God, just like the vibe of this game is really excellent.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like, and the
Is there
leaning
like
mechanic.
a general plot line to it?
There's like you're at the beginning they say like, oh, the sleeping god has like corrupted all of the other girls. You have to kill everyone now.
Based.
Basically is the
That's
plot.
so sick.
That's just
I,
like
I love.
that's
Yeah.
it's like my
Just
high school.
flimsy justification for you to kill a bunch of girls. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, the sleeping god corrupted them. It's time for violence.
Yeah. Me and my fucking high school.
Right? She just like me for real.
She just. God,
Fuck.
the Gibbs are so good. Yeah, the leaning mechanic also works really well with the.
See, like that one's scary. That's just kind of
Yeah.
scary looking.
No, I mean that feels like that still looks like something that you would see in Girls Last Tour as like a character they
These
encounter.
are like the explosive
like,
ones.
chapter. Yeah.
These are the explosive girls. See, they got like this weird kind of.
Yeah, like cloak,
Yeah, like a welding mask. It looks like something like that.
Yeah.
So they don't explode if you headshot them.
No, but then if I shoot their body, they will. They like. There's like a
Yeah, yeah.
cooldown kind of thing.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Well.
Yeah,
Attack
the lean
women
mechanic
simulator.
can be really nice because I can like, do stuff like this. And then there's these. Fuck, these guys are annoying.
Jeez. Damn, large women be like.
Yeah, that's a really large, an excessively large woman.
Based.
Oh yeah, so the flame, the energy and flame effects I was talking about.
Oh, did you?
I will in a sec.
Ooh. So these are all women.
Yeah, I don't think there's any male characters in the
Good.
game.
That's base.
I'm trying to find someone to hit with this like laser attack. Cause like look, so it's pretty base. Wait, shit, I need to get the. Oh yeah, that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So there's like a whole like kind of. Yeah, wait, shit.
Oh, you could see
Oh,
in
shit,
the
I'm out of ammo.
skeleton. It's pretty cute.
I like the way too you just have like a really big revolver as like your primary. Like I thought that was just kind of a cool. The meta magnum.
Revolver Ocelot appreciators.
Yeah, seriously.
God. The only talent that like they should teach in schools is how to spin revolvers.
Agreed.
They should.
But I mean, I think also that like the idea of teaching in a context like that can only go so far. Because you want to
The idea
give
of
them
what?
enough that they can start to like develop their own style
But
and
isn't
their own routines.
isn't that the very essence of teaching?
Not in any school I've been to, fella.
I feel like
You just
I feel
kind
like
of
they
do the
shouldn't,
standardized
though.
tests.
Yeah.
Imagine a revolver ocelot standardized test where you just have to like do the revolve and they're like, very good, but you actually, we gave you a B because you forgot to say 12 shots before beginning the second part of the routine.
I know you're kind of a fancy lass, so maybe you went to some fancy pants high school, but I went to one of the lowest ranked public schools in my state.
Nice.
So, you know, what can you do?
Yeah, I went to a very small school and was doing pretty well there, and then ended up actually at a very nice school that like was very highly ranked in my state, and started just eating shit because the standards were way higher.
Yeah.
But I'd accrued enough good grades and recommendations at the previous school that I managed to get into college, which is good.
Yeah, most kids in my school just did not go to college. I was
Yeah.
one of, I think, like 10 kids in my graduating class of 200 that went off to college.
Yeah, the one I did senior year at was like it was like one of those schools that like everyone goes to college, and there's this like one super smart like kid who's really good at math, and everyone was like really shocked when he's like, I want to be an auto mechanic, I don't want to go to college. And everyone was like, what?
Right, because that sounds like one of
Sounded
those like
psychotic.
Ivy League feeder schools or
Yeah.
something, where they just feed you until
Yeah.
you're like the buttons on your pants fly off, and then you go to an Ivy League school.
Yes, that type of feeder school.
Yeah.
Yeah. They hated my graduating class because they were
No
like,
one joined the CIA.
well, no, because it was like they always were like, oh yeah, you know, like look, we have all these people that go to university and stuff, and then my class was like the first one since like they like redid the curriculum in the 90s, where it was like pretty much everyone was like, yeah, I'm going to community college, or I'm just not going to college in general. And then there's like the, you know, the few you know, asshole fucking piece of shit normie bozos that actually went to college.
One thing I'm remembering about my class in high school was that our class really shocked people because we held student council elections and nobody voted. Like, I think it was something like that. Like, we just didn't have a student council president because nobody... Oh, that was it. Nobody ran for student council. Not
Awesome.
nobody voted. Which was crazy.
I mean, that makes. I always thought that like that shit was the weirdest thing to me.
Yeah, it's not like Japanese student councils where you have like power over life and death.
Yeah, it's like literally like
turning people into human pets. It's not like you have the committee for public morals going around.
You're not allowed to implement a natural selection.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
You're
no
not allowed to decide who gets.
council.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool as shotgun. This is gonna be really cool.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
if it's not like Kakaguri, I kind of just don't think it should exist.
Yeah, I only really, yeah, that or like
Like Kill a Kill.
Kill a Kill, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
like it should just be like a simulation of like being in like an ultra Darwinian like hellhole
Yeah, or
Yeah.
prison school or something
or
like
prison
that.
school.
Yo.
So you can see now that I have reduced this
Whoa.
pomegranate to just its
Whoa.
lovely seeds.
That's amazing. I have finally learned. Look at him go.
This is what
Look at
this
those
is what
guys
the head
go.
looks like on the.
That's really
the girls.
cute.
She's-
This game looks incredible. Like,
Yeah.
very good. Is there anything else I should do while I bothered to set up a webcam?
Were you gonna cook anything else?
No, I just did this because I got a pomegranate at the store and I forgot that I did that. And then I saw it and I was
Rigor.
like, that would be nice to eat during the stream.
Wow, I choose to eat
During
something during the
buffer.
stream. Everyone screams at me. You choose to eat
Yeah.
something, and it's a brilliant new contribution. It's amazing how there's just such a double
Yo.
standard here. Well, oh my God, she was crying. That's incredible.
So here's something we can do. You know, I had been talking about
Oh yeah, they are crying.
thinking about poetry a lot lately. So, I think there is an American poet that did, I think, like quite validly, like deservingly received like a lot of accolades during his lifetime, and yet still seems to be somewhat underread. So, If you want, I can read some of the Cantos of Ezra Pound to you all.
Oh yeah.
Um, there was one in particular that I thought struck me quite a bit. So let me see if I can find this here. I just want to like class this stream up a little bit. Because we
Yeah.
have a lot of burps, all sorts of racket. So there is one thing that, if I had to talk about sort of the defining like concepts and images that Ezra Pound worked with the most.
The meaningful ones?
What's that?
The meaningful images?
Yeah, exactly. I would say that he spent quite a lot of time preoccupied with like the mythology, specifically of Greek and Chinese cultures, and with his imagist style, he really created what I tend to parse as like these sort of tableaus of poetry that become these kind of still lives with action. They feel very evocative. But the other topic he talks about endlessly is usury, and Jewish people's habit of that, and how this may or may not have contributed to World War One.
Yeah.
So
true.
So his Kantos and
Many such cases.
Many such cases.
The Kantos of Ezra Pound here, which is an intimidatingly large book, will tend to like blast back and forth between these two things really dizzyingly. So let's consider this from Kanto LXIX. In which case, a minister here from Congress would be useful if the neutrality, a minister to all neutral courts, might be useful. December 31st, Amsterdam, 1780. 1st Jan, Philadelphia, 1781. Your commission, plenipotentiary sent herewith. Huntington, President. For a secret address, you may send over cover Madame la Veuve de M. Henry Shorn, op de Agsterberg wall by de Hogstraat. Depreciation of money, a tax in all capital letters, on the people, paid in advance, and therefore prevents the public from being found in debt. True, it is an unequal tax, and causes perplexity, but by no means disables the people from carrying on the war. Merchants, farmers, tradesmen, and laborers gain. They are the moneyed men. The capitalists, those who have money at interest, or those on fixed salaries, lose. England has increased her debt 60 million. Ours is not over 6 million. Who can hold out the longer? The depreciation has not tended to make the people submit to Britain. American exports in 1774, 12 million. English debt, 200 million. The American debt, only 6. A British minister and stock chopper, Vergennes, is fixedly resolved to commit himself to nothing, not even his treaty with the US now existing. I'll leave it there so that you are all just tantalized.
Yeah, I'm absolutely tantalized.
What is going to happen? Do you think that Britain will be able to erase her national debt?
I think so.
I don't know. It's so far smaller than American exports, it feels hard to catch up. Sounds like you're just going to have to dig into the Cantos of Ezra Pound to find out more.
Live Ezra reaction.
Anyway, I guess that's it. I feel like nobody at all was watching me do this, so this was just a treat for you two, I guess.
Yeah. I think we have one
Oh,
viewer at the moment. Let me see. viewers. We have 2 viewers. I'm gonna take advantage of this, and I'm looking for the sort of one of my favorite moments in War and Peace which I've been reading recently.
Give me one moment, because I'm going to take this bowl of pomegranate guts to the kitchen and run it through a strainer. And then I'll be back.
Oh. Yeah. 3 whole viewers. That's what I like to see. Or 2.
You don't get ahead of yourself. You're not watching. You're not watching right now. It's not gonna get up to 3.
Hey, who knows? Maybe this sick epic gameplay.
It is pretty sick and epic gameplay. Yo, why does it keep messing around?
I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. There's like interesting things too. There's like 3 different. There's like food, oxygen, and then blood.
Those are the 3 categories.
Like meter. Yeah, because it's like, I think it's like.
Does
you
food just
can only
run
get
down over
so
time?
high. Yeah, but it's like you can only get so high with the other 2 if you like don't have a full stomach, which is like kind of cool. That's like that game Valheim does it actually in a really cool way, where like your health and stamina are like determined by like what you eat.
Nice.
Like that's like you don't. There's no way to even like regain health. It's just like if you have like, if you have a full stomach, it'll regain, and then like resting in certain areas like gives you a better bonus.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of these guys.
It's kind of hard to like simulate that. I did kind of like how they did it in like GTA, like San Andreas, because like they had really like.
How did it work? I remember you had to eat.
You had to eat. I feel like it regenerated some of your health, or maybe it didn't actually. I don't remember. But you did have to eat, and like it was like I feel like they did a good job balancing it. I think a lot of people didn't like it and they took it out in later games, but I thought it was a great addition because like you could go and just like stuff your face until you literally vomited, which was so fucking funny. Like I love.
What is this?
In GTA San Andreas, I like always loved how you had to eat and you'd go to like the Cluckin' Bell and like eat like 16 like fried chicken buckets in a row and then just vomit and then like leave. It was so fucking fun.
I love how like every fast food like cashier in that entire game series had the same voice.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Like, fucking and you'd be like, shut up, and then puke all over the counter.
I still think that was like the funniest, like, and most satisfying like version of having to eat in game that I've ever seen, and I wish more games were like that. I was saying to Sad Gato, I'm like sad that they took out the compulsory eating in later games. In later GTA
compulsory
games.
Eating should be in every game.
Yeah, it
in
should
fact,
be.
Just the phrase compulsory eating actually it sent some tingles through my body.
Yeah,
that's
no,
so
me too.
cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read this is chapter 12, book 5 of War and Peace. I thought this was a very beautiful passage. So Prince Andre is this sort of very idealistic young man, as is his friend Pierre. And Andre has come back from the war. He was shot and left for dead and recuperated after being sort of saved by the French. He's a Russian soldier in the Napoleonic Wars, and he finally came back, and he came back just in time to see his wife give birth to his child and then die. And so he's been in a very dark place. And meanwhile, Pierre has joined the Freemasons. And is trying to well, and he's
here we go.
He's very caught up in their sort of ideals, and he's a more naive, less analytical young man who's very idealistic nonetheless, and he's very sort of caught up in their liberal ideals for bettering like the world and so forth. And
may I take a moment to ask, while I'm truly not familiar with War and Peace, I do have some familiarity with the brothers Karamazov. Would you say that how would you relate this character you're talking about now to, I believe his name was Alexei, the brother who went off to join a monastery in the brothers Karamazov?
I never read the brothers Karamazov, so I can't compare him. But
so you're kind of a...
And memes about them.
I'm a dunce.
Yeah, you're not very... Okay.
Yeah, I actually can't...
Ichiban wa chotto...
Yeah, no, it's so anyway, so they're a very kind of like lovable pairing because like I don't know, they're both sort of very earnest about like trying to be good people, and Pierre's kind of very much a doofus but he's also like very earnest, and then Andre is a very kind of analytical guy who's super depressed because his wife died, and so anyway, so they're out here on one of his estates, and in the evening, Andrew and Pierre got into the open carriage and drove to Bald Hills. Prince Andrew, glancing at Pierre, broke the silence now and then with remarks which showed that he was in a good temper. Pointing to the fields, he spoke of the improvements he was making in his husbandry. Pierre remained gloomily silent, answering his monosyllables and apparently immersed in his own thoughts. He was thinking that Prince Andre was unhappy and had gone astray, did not see the true light, and that he, Pierre, ought to aid, enlighten, and raise him. But as soon as he thought of what he should say, he felt that Prince Andrew, with one word, one argument, would upset all his teaching, and he shrank from beginning, afraid of exposing to possible ridicule what to him was precious and sacred. No, but why do you think so? Pierre began suddenly, lowering his head and looking like a bull about to charge. Why do you think so? Why should you think? Why you should not think so about? And this is after Prince Andre has just torn into Pierre for his attempts to make the world better. Prince Andre says, "Think what about?"
Who is it? Was Pierre the one that joined the Masons, or Pierre the one who returned from the war? Okay, I see.
Yeah. Pierre's the one who joined the Masons, but he's very earnest about it, and he later on starts like realizing that they're not all they sort of claim themselves to be.
Well, I wouldn't say that on this stream if anyone is listening. I'd be careful.
I take that back. I guess. Yeah.
His Loki fell off.
Think what about? Asked Prince Andrew with surprise. About life, about man's destiny. It can't be so. I myself thought like that. Do you know what saved me? Freemasonry. No, don't smile. Freemasonry is not a religious ceremonial sect as I thought it was. Freemasonry is the best expression of the best, the eternal aspects of humanity. And he began to explain Freemasonry as he understood it to Prince Andrew. He said that Freemasonry is the teaching of Christianity freed from the bonds of state and church, a teaching of equality, brotherhood, and love. Only our holy brotherhood has the real meaning of life. All the rest is a dream, said Pierre. Understand, my dear fellow, that outside this union all is filled with deceit and falsehood, and I agree with you that nothing is left for an intelligent and good man but to live out his life, like you, merely trying not to harm others. But make our fundamental convictions your own, join our brotherhood, give yourself up to us, let yourself be guided, and you will at once feel yourself, as I have felt myself, a part of that vast invisible chain, the beginning of which is hidden in heaven, said Pierre. Prince Andrew, looking straight in front of him, listened in silence to Pierre's word. More than once, when the noise of wheels prevented his catching what Pierre said, he asked him to repeat it, and by that peculiar glow that came into Prince Andre's eyes, and by his silence, Pierre saw that his words were not in vain, and that Prince Andre would not interrupt him or laugh at what he said. They reached a river that had overflowed its banks, and which they had to cross by ferry. While the carriages and horses were being placed on it, they also stepped on the raft. Prince Andre, leaning his arms out on the raft, gazed silently at the flooding waters glittering in the setting sun. Well, what do you think about it? Pierre asked. Why are you silent? What do I think about it? I'm listening to you. It's all very well. You say, join our brotherhood, and we will show you the aim of life, the destiny of man, and the laws which govern the world. But who are we, men? How is it you know everything? Why do I alone not see what you see? You see a reign of goodness and truth on earth, but I don't see it. Pierre interrupted him. Do you believe in a future life? He asked. A future life? Prince Andre repeated, but Pierre, giving him no took the repetition for a denial, the more readily as he knew Prince Andre's former atheistic convictions. You say you can see a reign of goodness and truth on earth, nor you can't see a reign of goodness and truth on earth, nor could I, and it cannot be seen if one looks on our life here as the end of everything. On earth, here on this earth, Pierre pointed to the fields, there is no truth, all is false and evil. But in the whole universe, there is a kingdom of truth, and we who are now the children of earth are, eternally, children of the whole universe. Don't I feel in my soul that I am part of this vast harmonious whole? Don't I feel that I form one link, one step between the lower and higher beings in this vast harmonious multitude of beings in whom the deity, the supreme power if you prefer the term, is manifest? If I clearly see, that ladder leading from plant to man, why should I suppose it breaks off at me and does not go farther and farther? I feel that I cannot vanish, since nothing vanishes in this world, but that I shall always exist and always have existed. I feel that beyond me and above me there are spirits, and that in this world there is truth. Yes, that is Herder's theory, said Prince Andrei, but it is not one which can convince me, dear friend. Life and death are what convince. What convinces is when one sees a being dear to one, bound up with one's own life, before whom one was to blame and had hope to make it right. Prince Andrei's voice trembled and he turned away, and suddenly that being is seized with pain, suffers, and ceases to exist. Why? It cannot be that there is no answer, and I believe there is. That's what convinces me. That is what has convinced me, said Prince Andrei. Yes, of course, said Pierre. Isn't that what I'm saying? No, all I say is that it is not argument that convinces me of the necessity of a future life, but this. When you go hand in hand with someone and all at once that person vanishes there into nowhere, and you yourself are left facing the abyss, and look in, and I have looked in. Well, that's it then. You know that there is a there and there is a someone. There is future life. Someone is God. Prince Andrei did not reply. The carriage and horses had long since been taken off onto the farther bank and reharnessed. The sun had sunk half below the horizon, and an evening frost was starring the puddles near the ferry. But Pierre and Andrei, to the astonishment of the footmen, coachman, and ferryman, still stood on the raft and talked. If there is a God and a future life, there is truth and good, and man's highest happiness consists in striving to attain them. We must live, we must love, and we must believe that we live not only today on this scrap of earth.
And laugh.
That's
my one complaint about this passage.
We must live, we must laugh, we must love. We must believe that we live not only today on this scrap of earth, but have lived and shall live forever there in the whole, said Pierre, and he pointed to the sky. Prince Andrei stood leaning on the railing of the raft listening to Pierre, and he gazed with his eyes fixed on the red reflection of the sun gleaming on the blue waters. There was perfect stillness. Pierre had become silent. The raft had long since stopped, and only the waves of the current beat softly against it below. Prince Andrei felt as if the sound of the waves kept up a refrain to Pierre's words, whispering, "It is true, it is true, believe it." He sighed and glanced with a radiant, childlike, tender look at Pierre's face, flushed and rapturous, but yet shy before his superior friend. Yes, if it were only so, said Prince Andrei. However, it is time to get on, he added, and stepping off of the raft, he looked up at the sky to which Pierre had pointed, and for the first time since Austerlitz, saw that high, everlasting sky he had seen while lying on that battlefield, and something that had long been slumbering, something that was best within him, suddenly awoke, joyful and youthful, in his soul. It vanished as soon as he returned to the customary conditions of his life, but he knew that this feeling, which he did not know how to develop, existed within him. His meeting with Pierre formed an epoch in Prince Andrew's life. Though outwardly he continued to live in the same old way, inwardly he began a new life. Amazing chapter. I love that chapter.
That was actually quite interesting.
Fire.
Isn't that? Yeah, isn't there a lot going on there?
Right. Like, I did, as much as I do like Ezra Pound, I read the one I read as a joke.
Yeah.
But you read one that I thought was actually pretty cool.
I mean, part of what I like about that is like if you actually like we're reading the whole thing, then it's this like really like incredibly beautiful callback to like when he's lying on the battlefield after being shot down, after the battle abandoned, and suddenly all his sort of ideals and sort of desire to be a heroic and virtuous person feel meaningless as he's lying there dying, and all that he sort of perceives is the blue sky above him, and it's this incredibly deep moment for him. And so he circles back, and suddenly he feels this intensity of life again while he's talking to Pierre. And there's a long conversation preceding this where, Pierre is trying to convince him, like, you have to go out there and try to do good in the world. And Pierre is, trying and failing, and he's like trying to like free his serfs, but he's like sucks at it, and he can't really, he's basically a bourgeois like fiat who's really well intentioned, and he's not exactly accomplishing much, if anything. But it's like a very touching passage because Prince Andrei, who generally doesn't like trust in other people, is very sort of open to Pierre and does sort of recognize his earnestness, and it's very beautiful, and I love the way they talk about it, and I love that kind of moment where it's like the thing that sort of convinces him is losing his wife and sort of the necessity of that feeling. But I don't know. It's very beautiful.
And I do think it's interesting how Pierre found himself sort of so taken by this ideology, and how he is like distinctly contrasting this with Christianity,
Right.
despite there being like a number of similarities to it. Like, I do think what he is talking about has this earnestness to, or sorry, like earth focus, like a here and now focus that I think like Christianity is very often tended to lack.
Yes. Yeah. Well, like there's I think that's what he finds appealing, really. Like,
Right.
you see, the reason he basically gets drawn into masonry is he's living a very kind of like he starts out as a bastard child and unexpectedly inherits just a tremendous fortune and has neither the like talent nor inclination to like manage it really like authoritatively or successfully. He kind of leaves it to the stewards, but he feels very meaningless. He's never sort of expected this life, and he doesn't have any sort of real trouble, so he has that sort of ennui that people deal with. And suddenly he meets this mason who is kind of staying at his house and kind of tells him about these tenets. And what's interesting is, you very much see that he's sort of taking what he's told, but it's like any sort of vague religious or slash philosophical kind of set of tenets. He like really absorbs it in this way that's very peculiar to what his specific struggle is at that moment, and then he sort of goes on with it, and he really takes on the sort of like liberal, like kind of improving the world aspect as sort of his mission. But like there's a great passage where he's talking to his steward, like, and his steward is just like, none of this is gonna work, but he's like, yes, very good, sir, yes, we'll liberate the serfs.
What is the steward in this context?
Like someone who like actually like does the maintenance of the like estates and stuff, and like I guess like coordinates the serfs and crap. So so he's like, yes, very good, sir, while thinking like he's not gonna remember to
goes out and screams at the serfs.
Yeah, exactly.
Or screams at people to go scream at the serfs.
yeah, exactly, at that like level. So it's very funny because he's sort of trying to find some kind of like meaning in his life, and he's feeling very I think kind of floaty. And I think it's interesting because it's like a very relatable thing in this sort of super disconnected like world we live in these days, where like even if you're not like a super rich like Russian aristocrat, like you still feel this like weird disconnection and like ennui and stuff. And so just kind of, it does feel like very relatable, that aspect of his like searching.
Because I feel like there's this funny thing where the American aristocrats, at least the particularly new money ones, do not seem to have this ennui. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what is really cringe about them, is that if you watch Jeff Bezos talk, he is very earnestly psyched about going to space because nobody has ever told him no about anything in his entire life.
Yeah.
So he thinks he's like this boy genius living his dreams and has no ennui about it.
Right, but they've also like told him that he's like earned all this stuff, so it's like that's the new money problem. And I think that's like sort of, there's like also an interesting component where like Andre has his own sort of struggles with things, where like he's like very much a striver and he's sort of more meticulous and rigorous than Pierre. Like he's a little bit more cynical. Which is why I think this like passage is so touching, is because basically they've just been arguing for a while, and Pierre's been saying, like, you have to like try to do good, and Andre's been like, really basically just, what's the point? It's not really gonna do good. And I mean, he's correct in the sense that like Pierre is like, attempts at liberalization of his serfdom have been like mostly failure, and like, in some sense it's like the doomer versus liberal kind of thing or whatever. It's analogous, but But Andre is actually very taken with this guy who's the son of a priest who like, doesn't, and like Tolstoy talks about, he doesn't have the same mannerisms and like upbringing. So like, Andre is less like sort of aware of his like particular faults, but it's like, I don't know. There's this like kind of, I guess I was trying to say that in the sense of like, new money failures or whatever, but like. I don't know, like that. I guess that the point of that is maybe more interestingly just like how you don't perceive faults in people who are like more different from you, but like also have something shared. But
right, you also
what
like
exactly is ennui?
just like boredom, but like in a like more, I guess, like existential sense, where you're like, man, why am I here? Like, just like,
Yeah, I think of it as kind of like, you know how when you just say like I'm tired, meaning like this encompassing tiredness that won't go away when you sleep.
Yeah.
That's sort of how I think about ennui.
yeah, when you feel,
Okay.
I mean, like, I think it's kind of vague, but yeah, like, just feeling like existential in a tired way. And I don't really have anything in particular that I mean, not like necessarily even feeling consciously existential, but like kind of like a deep, like total boredom, like kind of like related to anhedonia. Like, I don't know, that's at least,
Yeah.
those are kind of all things I think about as like similar, just like not being able to like find joy in like whatever little,
Something is just like deeply innately wrong.
yeah, or like, or unsatisfying, even not
Mm.
even necessarily wrong, but just unsatisfying, like, but like, yeah, nah, I mean, it just means boredom in French, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, but because French is where people like, I don't know, but all
funny.
sorts of fucking jagoffs
Yeah.
come from there. So you will say ennui to mean it
Something
to be
deeper.
like, oh no, I mean this in this the French way,
Yeah,
the smart way.
I really like how Greeks use the word bored like to mean lazy. Like, I'm too bored to do this. Like, you want to go hang out at like the mall, and they'll be like, nah, I'm too bored.
That's so base.
I like love it. I like which makes them sound really hard. I love the idea of just being too bored to like go fucking do something. It's a very
Yeah.
funny like kind of flex in a way. Um,
It's kind of a real thing, honestly.
it makes sense, right? Like, once you think about it, it's like, actually that
Like,
makes a
I'm
lot of
so
sense.
fucking bored that like
I
I
can't do that.
actually like I can't like disengage from just being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah, it's actually like quite appropriate, I think. Which is part of why I like it. It's like at first you laugh, but then you think, you know.
First, I thought my life was a comedy.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get another drink. I'll be right back.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm
Show
just
you guys some of the cool PS1 games.
Disgaea. Or no, that came out on PS2, right? First one.
They're not actual. They're like indie games inspired by PlayStation 1, just as an era.
Oh, I thought you were asking for recommendations. My bad.
No, I was just saying, like, would you guys want to?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm
For
just
sure.
kind of trying to set up a little tableau for my character here.
So cute. I love it.
But I've kind of hyper focused into trying to find the exact right picture of feet.
Yeah.
As it kind of happens, you know.
Yeah.
I trust me, I was there yesterday.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Mother-based selectuals has really been a testament to that. Yeah. No. Anyway, just I didn't really necessarily have anything more to say about the War and Peace, but
Thank you for
recommend.
sharing. You know,
Yeah.
Now that Lawled's gone, we could actually, have these sort of intellectual discussions about,
without being interrupted by
matters
donkeys exploding.
of interest to learned men.
Yeah, exactly. No, I highly recommend. I've been like it's like a very, very fun and funny. He's got like a great sense of humor and like kind of like makes fun of people in these like little ways that are like very funny and like satisfying.
Yeah.
But like just kind of low key as he's doing it while like doing character exposition, and it's just a lot of fun. It's like a very fun book and very, very rich. I've really truly been enjoying it. I'm only like a third of the way through, but it's a lot of fun.
Cool. Yeah, I had kind of fallen off of reading for a bit, so I
Me
was
too.
working through mostly the Pounds Contos because I can sort of just pick it up and
Yeah.
drop it.
I mean, that
very
is one
quick.
nice thing about like a fucking 19th century novel is it's like very smooth. Like it's not
Yeah.
like doing as much crazy stuff with like the style or whatever, where like a modernist like poem, you got to really like kind of focus at like bits. Like you can definitely
Yeah.
like miss a sentence, but like still get, or like just kind of have it on in the back, not like totally in the background, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. That's kind of what it was like when I was. Interestingly, I feel like a lot of like those sort of like postmodern tomes, like Giles Goat Boy or fucking Gravity's Rainbow or You Bright and Risen Angels.
Yeah.
That just sort of, or like Infinite Jest. That's the one people know. Is they are just so sprawling that if you miss a sentence or a plot point, like who gives a shit?
Right.
Because there's about to be a
Yeah.
million more things, and also none of it particularly matters.
Yeah, that's the advantage of like an epic or like some just like big format for sure. Yeah. No, I also for me, I like definitely feel like I don't like actually like learn characters' names for like 100 pages or something, and then
Yeah,
finally it starts to
real.
click. So like a long story is kind of nice because I can finally like actually be like, oh, okay, all right, I'm starting to remember who like Prince Andre is and stuff. You know?
Right, and then you get like really emotionally attached to
Yeah.
them, and then you're just like, Prince Andre, no.
Prince Andre, no, you have to restart your like God, I was listening to this passage. I've been like listening on audiobook while I like drive around, and like I was like getting like they have a 2-for-1 fillet of fish deal on the McDonald's
PDF
app.
while you drive.
It's the sad gato strategy. No, I was just like listening on audiobook, and I was like at McDonald's. I was doing the 2-for-1 fillet of fish special that you can get on the McDonald's app. So I got 2 of those, and I also got a cheeseburger, and I was just eating that in the McDonald's parking lot while this passage came on, and I was just like crying in my car, like shoving like fillets of fish like into my mouth while like listening to this as the sun went down. I was like, this is like, and I feel like that's gonna stick with me. It was a very like beautiful sort of experience.
That is kind of like the ultimate middle class like wife moment or unmarried woman moment, you know, where it's just like instead of doing that to Pride and Prejudice, you did that to War and Peace, right?
Yeah, 100%. I was like, I was feeling
That's so
very,
based.
I was feeling very American. And then, and then there was another beautiful passage where Prince Andre was like, having another sort of similar epiphany, and I didn't quite start crying. I was in the Biscuitville drive-through line.
What's Biscuitville?
These are biscuits. I was getting myself a fried chicken biscuit. I was like tearing up, and I was like, no, I gotta pay for this. I can't be all weepy while I'm ordering my biscuit.
Yeah, just ordering a fried chicken biscuit, tears in your fucking eyes.
Can I? Oh, sorry, it's so beautiful. Could I? Sorry, let me pause this. Could I please have the spicy fried chicken biscuit with honey? Thank you. Yeah.
So I'm gonna name some possible PSX titles, and you guys tell me what ones do you think sound cool. So one's called Iketsuki. Description is an atmospheric platformer set in a dying world. One's called Hypnagogia, and then some kanji, and it says explore strange interactive 3D dream worlds. And then we got Sanguine Sanctum, and the description just says it desires more, feed it, nourish it.
It desires
then,
more feet. It nourish
yeah,
it.
Yeah, feed it. And then the last one's Neko Yume, explore a cat-filled dream world.
That one also sounds cute.
I like how 2 of them were explore some dream world, and one of them was just explore a cat-filled dream world.
Yeah.
So we can explore a 3D dream world or a cat-filled dream world.
I kind of like the sound of the sanguine one.
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome.
But
Okay.
I don't know. That's just me saying something to pick something. I feel super strong about it.
Oh, make sure you restart the Discord screen share.
Yeah, I will. That's actually the graphics quality. The options are abysmal, tepid, and sanguine.
Based. Sounds like my various Saturday nights.
Yeah, sounds like my ropes.
My ejaculations.
Yeah, sounds like me deciding how many ropes.
Abysmal.
To shoot.
Yeah, me deciding precisely how many ropes I am about to shoot.
Me after 12 hours of kratom-induced tuning, deciding how to end the night.
The phrase kratom-induced gooning just reminds me that you've been talking to Daphne a lot.
That actually, I feel like, was just completely something I would say regardless, but yeah.
Well, at any rate,
another kratom-induced.
I feel like Daphne would certainly be intrigued by the notion of the Kratom Goon sesh.
Yeah, Kratom Gooning's based. I really like it.
The mid-20s Kratom Gooner.
Yeah, the 24-year-old Gooner. Okay, so these are the graphics. I really like games with old graphics.
Yeah, I love
Um,
Rockstar. I don't know if you ever looked into this, but there's some interesting, like the reason that the PlayStation 1 titles have this like look is that they have like some very interesting like shortcuts they took with like the like actual shaders that they did some type of approximation in the hardware that made it like massively increase the number of like polygons they could push with cheap hardware, but it like
Oh,
gives it that
interesting.
weird like I
love
don't
it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
like it's kind of like shaky and
yeah,
just
shaky,
really
yeah.
voidy.
Yeah, it's very shaky and voidy, and it's like I think it had something to do with like some kind of like floating point approximation, like calculation approximation, or maybe they even did something with just using integers and then like hard rounding errors or something. But um, it let them push like way more polygons on like a like $200 or $300 console, whatever it costs.
Neat.
Yeah, yeah, I really like appreciate, I guess, that type of decision to just be like, yeah, it's gonna look a little janky and it'll be way cheaper and it'll let us do very cool stuff.
Weird stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sort of like there was so much ingenuity in like early games culture with just like on an engineering level like that. Really, really cool stuff.
Yeah. No, it's also very interesting to like see, I guess, like old gaming console like hardware architectures. Like
Yeah.
some of them were fucking twisted
Yeah.
and
Yep.
like apparently like super hard to code for. And since you actually had to like use, you know, every part of the buffalo back then, you really like had to like internalize these terrible like console or not you know, but like sometimes like super convoluted like designs and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean like that was like I mean you do see some of this stuff with like PS3 with like the cell processor and shit. Like
Yeah,
that was like
the
a weird
proprietary cell architecture
right,
or whatever
yeah.
they always say.
Yeah, and that was like something like even that, I mean that was not that complicated sounding. Honestly, like something like that was like if I recall correctly, something like 8 smaller like less capable co-processors and one main like high-powered processor. That doesn't sound that crazy complicated, but
No, it really doesn't.
like yeah, like there's like I'm trying to remember which one it was. I feel like it was like some Atari one. But it had like some crazy stuff where everything was connected to like these like different like terrible buses and you had to like coordinate between them in this like really intense like parallel way. And yeah, just a second, hold
Wait,
on.
when was that for an
In the
Atari
90s,
one?
I don't remember if it was Atari or like something
Shadow
else.
person.
It was
Hold on.
maybe it was
We
a
can hear
Sega.
like your
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna tell her to shut up.
woman.
You know that ain't coming from my end.
Yeah.
We just hear like just a 38 snub nose sound
Yeah,
signature.
or just like a fucking loud slap.
Yeah. Shadow people, that's cool. Shadow of the Colossus
Damn.
scared me as a kid because there's shadow people in it, and I used to see shadow people, and I was like, no.
For once, I have to tell my deaf to be quiet.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to get across every goddamn app. But finally, my desires are heard.
Look at this big ass.
No one likes the sound of women's
look
voices.
at this gigantic imposing monolith in front of me.
Damn, that's such a cool way to put what you're looking at right now.
Yeah, that's a really just.
It's just, that's just such a like cool series of words to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it just really describes the feeling I get too from looking at this.
I'm trying an experiment in feet dynamics here.
Mother-based Jo Bros. Is it Jo Bros? Is it Joe Bros? How do you
Jo Bros.
Jo Bros? Yeah.
Search Jo. Search Bros Joing.
Kill? Whoa. Yeah, I just killed
Hey,
something.
how do you like how those legs look?
Let's see this. Ooh.
Check that out.
Okay, yeah, it was the Atari
Ooh.
Jaguar. The Atari Jaguar, I think.
Yeah, and because that platform
Ooh.
I think was like a notorious failure, right?
Right, and I think it was largely because it had a very complicated I'd have to like look at it more closely, but I believe it had just a very weird and complicated architecture.
Speed got me got me gooning.
You did a little speed before the stream. I kind of did too.
Yeah.
I've just
I
been vaping.
actually haven't been drinking as of late.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Just trying to chill out, or
Honestly, it's
accidentally?
because it I mean part of it is I'm poor and
That's
it
true. It
costs
does
money.
cost a lot. Yeah.
Oh, the gigantic imposing monolith's doing something. And then the other thing is if you know it numbs your psychic abilities and lately I've been trying to cultivate that.
Yeah. Like ESPer type psychic abilities, or just deep
That
the
and just like
24-year-old deep thinker
prophetic
abilities.
dreams.
Yeah. God, I had
Um,
an amazing dream the other day that was like really funny, and I literally just woke up cracking up, and I can't remember what the fuck it was, and I've been trying to remember ever since. It was something like every word, every like element name in the periodic table had been like replaced with something, so that like any direction you read it in, it was like super fucking funny. But I can't remember what any of the words were.
Like it was just hilarious.
Yeah, it was hysterical. Every direction you read it, it was like unbelievably funny. And I was just like reading them, and I woke up like just cracking up, and I was like, man, I can't wait to tell the girls about this. And then I forgot about it by the time I like woke up again, like in the morning. It's been
Can you
haunting
tell
me.
me that you appreciate these feet dynamics I'm working on over here?
Let me see. Those are great. This is amazing. This is like
Yeah,
this is a
those
great
are
looking
really
stream
well
right now.
done.
Thank you.
Very suckable toes.
Yeah, they're on very different layers that I was putting together, so I can like swap out that table if I want.
Yeah. No, that's smart, and that's beautiful. I love it.
This is a lot.
Whoa, I love this meat space you're in.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I didn't know you were playing Saya no Uta.
This is very vibey.
Yeah, this is really.
This is what games should look like.
I think that's part of why I just really liked Cruelty Squad was because it
Right.
looked like this.
Yeah, I feel like we should get Pin on to talk about Cruelty Squad, because that bitch wouldn't shut up about it for like 3 months or 6 months.
Yeah,
or
but then at least she fucking died, so we also can't have her on the stream.
Oh, that's true. She's dead. Yeah.
I'm really sweaty at Cruelty Squad. I have way too many hours in that game.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games. Like I actually am really annoying and talk about Cruelty Squad in front of the host.
Last thing
Nice.
I saw Pin say was that like Elden Ring was like the best game ever made. So I
Elden
just assumed...
Mid.
Yeah, so I just assumed that she has no idea what she's talking about, or just has like no.
Destroy. Okay.
Pin just gets stoked about things, and then is hyperbolic. So I wouldn't read too much into it. I've definitely heard opinions like that.
Isn't that like the Vril thing? Hyperbolic.
Yeah.
Oh, Hyperborea. Yeah. I thought you were describing Pinpin as Hyperborean for a second, and I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. That's interesting.
Whoa!
Well, he is.
Whoa!
Well, he is. I think Pin wishes he was, because he acts like he has crazy Vril energy, but definitely doesn't have. Like,
it needs to be recharged.
He just doesn't fucking have any of it. He
Pin
acts
erotic.
like he has.
Yep.
Pin belly and chest erotic.
Black Sun Ziggurat correction required.
Damn, Bratty Pin. Black Sun Ziggurat correction is required.
I mean, you know, these are real kind of sort of like theosophical / Nazi esoteric concepts that aren't just from that one strange Roblox game.
Yeah. Where the guy fucking the owner of it was there when I joined.
Yeah. Thought you were glowing.
Yeah, I thought I was glowing, and I had to fucking prove that I wasn't.
Why did you have
Did
to
you
like
get-
say the N-word or
Did
something?
you get like
to
a
him?
swastika
well-
tattoo?
No, well, I said like, oh, I'm not glowing or something. I was like referencing it, and I think like that, you know, the words like they were like, oh yeah, this guy's like, you know, he knows.
Yeah, yeah.
I added an
Yeah.
Yeah,
ashtray with a
convenient that
cigarette in
you
it.
based. Yeah, I love your setup.
Uh,
You're making me want to do a setup like that, which I promise I will do when I'm done editing.
What are
This
you
world is
editing?
a lot. Whoa.
My thesis on
Oh,
Penis
why
or-
actually it's not pedophilic to appreciate Monogatari because the characters are actually 800 years old.
We should do a Monogatari watch session.
I think I hope this is okay for me to say. I think your thesis is a bit misguided because
That's probably true.
right. I think what you want to say is that it is pedophilic, but that is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said that your thesis was on why you just think everyone should be able to say it.
Yeah, maybe I'll shift it around. I was
Ooh,
I guess I
whoa.
could. Whoa! That was so cool.
A little Taurus.
This was like a whole like globe of like things, and then it like
Yeah.
get morphed into this fucking thing. Yeah,
That was awesome.
this developer's really cool. I most of these games are free, but I actually like gave him money for it just because I want to support this energy.
No, this is really cool.
Who was I with?
Take.
Yeah. Taking.
You have the orb. Do you have anime boobs?
I don't have the anime boobs in this game.
Ugh.
I wish I had
So
a
close
way
to
though.
perfection.
If only there was a way where, yeah, like look, this is so cool looking.
I love this like little tourist thing. Oof,
Whoa.
that is such a good effect. That's really good. That is so good. I feel like I'm like in the 90s as a child again, like at the Sony
Yeah, I feel
store.
like I'm like playing games for the first time.
Yeah. There's something like there is something really like primordial about like early technology, and I felt that like in any sort of sector, and I really felt this when I was like, I don't know, I guess learning the command line, like just using programs that were like written in the 70s and I guess have been like modified since then, like, and you just feel like suddenly this awareness that like you know, these things were like new once in a way that you don't feel if you just, I guess, use like sort of newer stuff, and it feels very mature. It's very like satisfying.
If you want to feel an even stronger version of that, try using a command line after getting rid of all the GNU project horseshit.
After getting rid of what?
After getting rid of the GNU project horseshit. So using like the BSD versions of things, or ideally using the Plan 9 version of things.
Yeah. No, well, I actually like to live in the past. I like to live in a, you know, the hellish 70s and 80s image of computing versus the modern 90s image of computing. So
well, so that's why I'm telling you to use BSD stuff, because then you will get the versions of these programs that don't have like hard-coded system D integration into them or whatever.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, I really would, but I think like there is the actually, now that I'm gonna have a job that actually pays money, maybe I will have like a separate laptop for BSD, but I've not been able to I guess I could have theoretically gotten one, but I'm also not gonna be as like super busy all the time, so
you're just trying to
I'm just making up excuses.
Make excuses.
You're right. You're right. You're totally right. I should get on the BSD train. Now one thing that kind of keeps me off of like trying to get perfectionistic about my like computing environment is like, if you get stuff set up really nicely and then you get used to it, then you end up in this place where like when you need to use something that you I don't know, want to use for some specific project, but it's not supported. I mean, like all this VTubing shit. Then like suddenly you
I'm
have
gonna
to like
beat
go
it.
back into the hellhole that
You're
you've
right.
like learned to like
Remember
escape.
when it was
Whoa.
you who joined the chorus
I'm
along with
offering.
who joined the chorus along with Pin Pin and Lolid, getting mad at me
Whoa.
for all of my efforts trying to get these various things running on Linux until
Okay.
you finally completely broke me down, and
You,
now I am a Windows user.
you spent weeks on it and it never got fully working.
Yeah, but now you at least relate
No,
somehow,
I
certainly.
always related. That's why I use like Windows and Mac is because it having a
Switch
Windows
on.
PC and a Mac laptop means that I can mostly
Yo.
do everything I need to do.
Yeah. It's like having a Harvard education and a Yale degree, I always said.
That's why I always say everyone should have a Harvard education and a Yale degree.
Yep.
Congratulations on your 4 years at Harvard getting educated. Now we're going to give you this Yale degree
Yeah.
in honor of your efforts.
That's how it works.
Being gang dogs.
Say, kid, that's a mighty fine brain you got on that head of yours. Got some buttons, see? Man, did you guys ever play Unreal Tournament 2K4?
No.
Maybe briefly. I remember playing some of the Unreal games back in the day.
Unreal Tournament 2K4 was a really great game. That one had like a very like Joker-fied vibe. Like they literally had these characters who like looked like Jared Leto Joker and like Harley Quinn, and they were like a species called like Harlequin somethings or whatever. You just ran around just like giving people and like getting in tanks and stuff, and it's very fucking fun. It like maybe one of the best, like to me it's like actually like Unreal Tournament 2K4 is like the sort of epitome of I guess like 2000 like aughts like shooter aesthetics. Like it feels like the most sort of completely realized like vision of that, in a way that even maybe Halo isn't. Like it's kind of like I guess like there were obviously like a lot of whatever bands and shit like that, but like I just like I think like Unreal Tournament 2K4 is it's kind of like it feels like the new metal, which I mean Halo 2 had new metal in it, but it feels like new metal or whatever of like gaming or something. It feels like very
So cool.
very fucking 2005 era. Maybe it's just because I like played it at that time, but I really
The description sounds like it.
yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I mean it had like pretty big multiplayer for that like era. I think maybe it's only 16 players, but it was a lot at that time, and just a lot of fun.
Oh, that speaking of multiplayer, I'm thinking of Tribes now.
Wait, what's Tribes?
I don't know. It was like
Wait,
this.
did your game crash or stream ended?
Yeah, it did.
Oh no.
It was like this vague FPS game that had a free version come out that had a lot of like wild multiplayer with mods that I played a lot, or I played a decent amount of as a kid for some reason before I realized that my brain doesn't really work with shooter games.
Yeah,
love shooter
right?
games so much. It's like it's kind of funny. Me and my housemate joke a lot about that, about how we're like how like liking COD is actually like galaxy brain like level gaming take, because it's just everyone hates it.
COD is great. I love COD. I love
COD is honestly like my favorite game franchise, and people act like I'm a psychopath when I say that.
No, Modern Warfare is so good. I like
You already know
absolutely
what the
love
fuck
it.
going on.
Yeah, no, I was like I was playing a good amount of COD during fucking what's it called? Like oh
Elemental
hell
years.
yeah, we're playing this during
Yeah.
COVID lockdown, and like my girlfriend's
Which
brother
one?
was Modern Warfare 1, like the original, but like the
COD
remastered
4?
version.
Oh yeah, dude, I
Yeah,
love
COD 4.
that.
Yeah, Modern
I love
Warfare is
COD 4
great.
remastered.
It's so
Do you
good.
have it? I'd be down to play it sometime.
Oh, we should definitely play it. Yeah, I have it on my PS4.
Base.
Yeah, no, it's so good. I don't know. It's like at some point, my girlfriend's brother was like, yeah, I don't really care about getting good at it, but I do like just playing it while I like listen to audiobooks. And so we got into this like habit where I would just watch him like play against bots on like super easy mode and just like him versus like 20 bots or whatever, and like he would just get like an LMG and just like mow through them while listening to Hobsbawm's Marxist history of like modern Western culture. And
God,
like
I remember reading that book
it's
once, and
so
I
good.
just well, see, the thing is, I didn't have much of a background in history,
Right.
so kind of grabbed that to be like, hey, maybe this will help me out. And it's just like the driest
Or
listing of facts.
No way.
And
It's so good.
well,
Maybe you have to watch someone play Call of Duty while you like read it, cuz I
well,
was fucking enraptured.
this was also before I was medicated, but I also just had like a lot of difficulty latching onto it. But I do feel like I have a
I think
better
you're just a dumb
background.
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe it's just cuz you're
shut
a
up. I
woman.
shouldn't finish any of these sentences.
Yeah.
Sorry. Please continue.
No, no, I think the score's been settled.
That's true. Women 0.
Yeah.
Um no, it's I definitely recommend Hobsbawm's like I forget what it's fucking even
Yeah.
called, but his like
Like
history.
he knows his shit for sure. Like it was I could appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I feel like he summarizes stuff well though. I also like don't I not like never took a history class in college or anything like that, and I found it like very like educational. I mean, like yeah, he does have like moments where he's kind of like listing stuff, but definitely feel like he does a good job like synthesizing sort of results or something or like kind of conclusions in like a way that's like not that reductive but like does feel like a good way of like it does feel like he digests the stuff while also presenting quite a lot.
Yeah, I
It's
like
like a very
looking
good
at
balance.
pictures and videos of I guess how you just put it, people digesting things and then presenting stuff. So the way when you put it like that, you actually
He's
have my
like
attention.
he's like a historical he's like a war historian if you will.
It'd be so
Or a
cool
scat historian.
if he
He's
ate
like a
like, you know,
scast.
another
He's like a giantess like historian, like where he's just like, oh, like bourgeoisie culture of the like late 1800s, like you're looking so small, I bet I could just eat you up in one gulp. And then he just fucking does it and you're like, damn,
He's
I
he's
didn't think
just
I
like,
could
oh,
cum again today, but I
eh,
did.
mm,
live boner
I
erection.
I ate all of my snacks, but I'm still hungry. But oh, what is this bourgeoisie, the libertine culture that is emerging just before the French Revolution? Same.
What? Oh, what is this? The sort of legacy, the cultural and like political like legacy of physics in the second half of the 20th century. Wow, I really one bited that. Oh, my belly's so full.
Yeah, I need to go lay down on the bed and like digest audibly for a while.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what it felt like. Except he was playing COD 4 while we listened to it, and it was honestly it was so good. It was so good. It was so good to just hear the like 12-inch
Kinda
station
growling.
or whatever the fuck they say.
Oh yeah, like all the just like the call outs and stuff.
Yeah. And then like Hobsbawm is like just like talking about this and that.
I'm a dragon girl and I'm really
He's
hungry.
like, I'm just like, I'm a dragon girl and I'm really hungry. Or it was also one of those things where we were listening on the audiobook and it was like one of those really great, like very like chill, authoritative sounding like English narrators who like just makes you like feel like very like at ease and like, ah yeah, this is how they like sold like the British Empire was just by having like incredibly relaxing like old dudes with like this accent like talk about everything.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, it's also a very good text because it's like it's explicitly Marxist and like feels that way while also not
Yeah.
like while also being like very like much about just like sort of description of things that happen about the facts as it were. Um, so it feels like not like flowery or anything, but yeah, it's really basic. A lot of fun. Highly recommend you find someone to play COD for you while you listen to it. Makes it. It's the perfect pairing. Is really what I was getting at.
Oh yeah, I'll do my
No.
best.
Oh no! Oh no! Punished! Oh no!
Uh, punished Venom Sato.
Oh man, damn. You were doing pretty well when we were playing it when I was just watching you. When we were just like chatting about.
I think that's because I was drinking. That's probably why.
Yeah, I definitely
Uh,
get better at certain things when I'm drinking.
yeah, gaming is definitely one of those things where I feel like I generally
I,
like I got that game clip that I posted when I just had like a big monster and then like a 3-pack of like Bush tall cans.
yo,
Which like damn, I really want beer actually after thinking about that.
damn, I'm sorry.
Forgive me, Master, for I must go all out
Forgive
just
me.
this once.
You drop.
Uh,
You just like you have your cooler and you like drop the padlocks off of it, and then the coolers just pop
yeah,
open, and like beers literally fly into your hands, and you do like a Stone Cold Steve Austin, like 6-packs fly in your hands, and you do the Stone
yeah,
Cold Steve Austin, like cracking them and water falling not one but two 6-packs into your mouth.
Yeah, like
that'd
in
be so
Southland
cool.
Tales.
Yeah. that
Like,
specific shot made me lose my mind.
yeah.
This is like Richard Kelly's film, Southland
So,
Tales.
Yeah, I watch film. I'm
yo,
a film appreciator.
wait, have you guys
Uh,
seen what's it called? Demon Lover?
No, I need to. I
Player?
keep suggesting to people that we watch that movie when they come over, and nobody wants to watch it with me.
Damn, that's
Uh,
fucking sucks. All your friends sound terrible, and you need to liberate them in the whatever that anime style game was by cutting
Freedom
their
from the
heads
mortal
off.
coil.
Yeah, free them from their mortal coil. Exactly.
Oh,
Well, that's
we
the
should listen to
Neo.
this Mortal Coils. It'll end in tears.
Yes.
Oh,
No, anyway, Demon Slayer is really great. Highly recommend it.
It looks really good.
Yeah. Or sorry, Demon Lover.
Oh yeah,
like,
right.
oh, yeah, oh,
Demon Slayer was also really cute though.
Wait, wait,
Like
yo, great Bob
Nezuko's
Marley.
a great character.
I'm
I'm putting up some posters around
I still
here.
have to.
I'm
I
trying to
love it.
liven the place up a little
I
bit.
love
So
the
cool.
loving
I'm
the
mad.
Jim Belushi, the college. It's great. Yeah, I need to finish Demon Slayer. Um,
The anime
no,
or the manga?
the anime. I mean,
Uh,
it's not my favorite for sure. So I've been like
I
kind of
don't know
lazy
why I
about
just
it.
couldn't fuck with it.
Like I don't care that much about. Well, I feel like it's like very like shonen, but like not in a horny way, and that's like the simplest way that I can kind of describe what types of shonen I like. Like I think I like shonen that is like um also I guess like kind of ironic, but like basically perverted, right? So, you know. Whoa. Okay. This is very vibey.
So you like Trigger anime?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or like, like fucking Kakaguri or whatever. Like
God, Kakaguri is so good.
so good.
Yeah.
Or Great Teacher Nizuka. Like
Oh, yeah.
GTO is so good. I was talking with Sato
I need
about
to finish
it's
that.
so good. I need to finish it too actually. I like never I was like watching like compulsively and then like got off of it, and then I feel like I do that a lot. But I need to finish it too. GTO is so good. It's like I love it. It's just like when you're horny for teenagers, but you're too good of a person to actually like bang any of them, and you end up just like actually being the best teacher ever. It's like what an amazing concept when you're just that pure.
That horny.
You're that horny, but more than being horny, you're just like that based of a dude. I love I love the idea of like not like overcoming your horniness by like repressing it, but by just being like based. That's an amazing concept to me. I love it.
Just based.
But now what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Demon Lover's really good. Yeah, you guys should both watch it. We could maybe do an episode on it at some point. I feel like that'd be a very fun episode. It was a double feature. Actually, I saw it at a theater. They were doing a retrospective, which is pretty cool. It was at this theater that used to be very like A24 and like would just kind of show like movies about like retired.
Did they also play like that guy's movie like Irma Vep then?
No, that wasn't the other one. But have you seen Irma Vep?
I started watching it and it's so utterly not my shit that I just turned it off.
I actually agree. It's not really my thing either.
Because it just feels like that sort of premise I have seen enough of in my life to never need to see something like that.
I think it's too circle jerky.
Yeah, like, absolutely. It feels like 100% fucking circle jerk.
It feels like we get it. You started at like Cahiers de Cinema and like you're like a fucking like critic turned like director in the like French New Wave like, you know, mold. Like very cool. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I do love seeing women running around in cat suits. I love it.
Yeah, especially
but if anything,
Maggie Chung.
Oh, of course. Yeah, Maggie Chung and especially Maggie Chung. But seeing multiple women run around in cat suits, love to see it. If anything, it really tells you how much I don't fuck with that type of, I don't know, vibe that didn't just sell me on
same,
it.
Right?
Yeah, right.
That I just had to turn it off.
Yeah.
Like...
I did watch the whole thing. I don't feel like I got much from it. I feel like there's probably some interesting stuff you could talk about with it, but not. It doesn't cohere in a way that feels like an amazing movie to me. It's like there was some like very pretty cinematography and shots and stuff, and you know all that. But
sure.
So I watched. But the other part of the double feature was not Irma Vep, but no, it was actually, I'm trying to remember the director's name. It was the guy who did Tetsuo, but the movie was called A Snake of June, and it was about this woman who, like, basically she gets this stalker who like gets her to like wear a miniskirt and go out and like, cause she's like been wearing a miniskirt and like masturbating on her own at home. Her husband doesn't understand her, and then like he like forces her by like threatening her with pics he's been taking. He's like a porn photographer to go out and like enact her like fantasy. And then he realizes she has cancer because he's been taking photos of her boobs. And he's like, she definitely has breast cancer, and then she goes to the doctor. Turns out she has breast cancer. Anyway, it's amazing because like the whole plot of it is basically like several like it's a combination of like several like humiliation, mind break, like doujin plots like mixed together, but then like heightened to the point where it's like fully not sexy, but like it's really beautifully shot.
Right, that's the thing. Like, I don't think I've even heard of that one, but I've watched a bunch of that guy's movies.
Really? Okay, cool.
I love all of them.
I really,
like, Bullet Ballet. I cannot recommend enough.
Cool. Bullet Ballet, nice. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Tetsuo for a while, but yeah.
And Tokyo Fist, also. Just incredible, because that is like a Netarare movie that is shot with everyone and everything moving as crazy and intensely as possible.
Amazing. Yeah, this one has some Netarare aspects as well. There's this incredible scene where she's like posing for like a camera like in the rain, like just like in public, and her husband has been like following her and is just like jacking off in his pants and watching her while he's just getting absolutely drenched. It's like amazing.
I mean, have you seen Love Exposure?
No. Is that also by him? Wait, what? Do you know his name? I forget his name. I'll look it up.
I don't know, but Love Exposure is not by him.
Okay.
Love Exposure feels like a very similar plot, but done better. Or it's like a more appealing sounding plot to me.
Yeah, honestly, this plot, I feel like it didn't cohere as much as like Demon Lover, for example. Shinya Tsukamoto.
Shinya Tsukamoto.
Yeah, but like, Yeah. Like I think it was one of those movies that's like kind of more like it feels more like it's got a bunch of like images kind of collected together in this very evocative way, but it's not like it doesn't like fully cohere or whatever. But it was a very good watch.
Yeah.
Slash,
Check out
like,
Tokyo Fist and Bullet Ballet for
Tokyo
reals.
Fist and Bullet Ballet. All right. Yeah, we should do another movie club thing. I actually loved our. I had a lot of fun on our fucking Southland Tales episode.
Yeah, for sure. Talking about these things is fun.
Yeah.
Thinking about how weird it was to watch Donnie Darko.
Yo, I haven't seen that actually since like high school.
Right.
I kind of want to rewatch it just because of how like absolutely fucking sick like Southland Tales is.
I also because I went and I watched The Box after.
Oh, is that another movie
And-
by him?
Yeah, that's like his only other movie. After the only one he did after Southland Tales, and the premise of it is like exactly what I wanted it, or like the premise of it is like the stupidest premise in the world. And I was putting off watching it because I was just like, this sounds like such shit.
Yeah.
And then oh fuck, Tanner Massett says went like 10 years not knowing that Tsukamoto was the muscular guy in Ichi the Killer. And I also did not put that together, but now that you have said that, that makes profound sense. Jan asks to be on an episode. Sure. That sounds, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forget what I was saying. Yeah, The Box is like the stupidest premise, but then I was like, this guy made Southland Tales. I should trust him. And then he did the best possible thing he could have done with the premise,
Nice.
where it ends up being like a movie starting from the most inane pedestrian place that a movie could possibly start, and then it basically just sprints. The whole movie is a movie sprinting at full speed away from itself, just like as hard as it fucking can, driving itself off of the rails. Also, the stream has ended.
What?
Your game stream has ended?
Oh, yeah. I know. Give me one sec.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get another drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, you could stick around to fix that.
Yeah, I'm just... God damn it, why?
Guys, yesterday was the anniversary of the Big Shell incident. Metal Gear Solid. Damn, we should have done that this week. I'm fucking stupid. I'm so dumb. I was just like, oh, Will, got any games on your phone, sad gato? Meanwhile, the anniversary of one of the most consequential events in history staring us in the face. Oh well.
Kind of insane, honestly.
Yeah, I can't believe I fucked that up.
Okay,
Wait, did you stop playing, or did the stream just crash?
I stopped playing. Give me one sec.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like
I never did watch Tetsuo 2.
Oh yeah, no, I hadn't. I mean, oh hell yeah. Oh, Toho. How do we not think of Toho?
I don't know. Yeah, I looked over and realized that I have all of the games downloaded, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Who can you choose to play as? Is it just Marissa and?
Yeah, in this one, I was having a hard time because actually, wait, hold on. I have another one, another Toho game actually. That's.
As long as you don't play on easy mode, I
easy mode.
Which is, it's honestly kind of insane how difficult like normal mode is.
So you're saying you can't handle it, and you need to play on easy mode?
No, I do normal mode. I'm just saying, like, for how crazy normal is, it just blows my mind that there's people that do like no hit, you know, Ultra Nightmare or whatever.
Yeah. Yo, I finally like started playing Nier Automata, and I was like very like tickled by like
Is that any good?
I literally just started playing it. I had to do like some work on a Windows PC while I was like visiting my parents, and like bought and returned a like Windows PC for like a week. I had it, and I just like played Nier on it, and I haven't touched it again since then, but it's pretty based. It has like basically the game starts actually as a bullet hell like thing. I mean,
Yo,
not terribly, not like, you know, crazy at like Toho, but like it literally the first part of the mission is bullet hell, and then it goes on and it's like a sort of mix between 3D bullet hell and like sort of hack and slash. But I literally only played maybe like half an hour of it, and I probably spent 15 minutes of that trying to find camera angles that would let me look up 2B's skirt,
Oh God, yeah. Oh,
which you
that's
can do, and
really-
she has a thong on.
yeah.
It's,
Of course
Yo.
she does.
yeah.
You should
So,
go.
This one has a little more options.
I mean, I think that's very much the intended like gameplay style.
Yeah, you
2B is
it's
like one of those.
definitely.
Sorry.
No, just go for it.
I was just gonna say 2B is one of those characters who's like too hot, where it's kind of like I feel like I'm not gonna like look up like dojins of you because you're like, you know, too mommified, you know.
I feel like she just don't stink, and I can't get down with that.
Why does someone being too mommified disqualify them?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Because moms are hot, and
No.
I was under the impression that we were on the same page with that, but I guess we're not.
No, I mean I feel like she's like too like or sexualized. Like I mean just like it like where it's like unrealistic, and I feel like I find it hotter when it's like you can kind of imagine someone being like a, I don't know, slightly more realistic character or something like that, like from your life or whatever. This is just like a personal thing, I guess, as far as like
I need that believable moral degeneration arc.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of that, Sanae, I see a lot of dojins with this character, where they just draw her like is extremely thick.
Oh
which is
yeah.
funny.
I definitely
there-
recognize her from dojins. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just stumbled across 2B dojins, and they've been pretty good, especially the one by Bare Hand, aka Turtle Fish Paint. But that person is just very good at drawing women in a very attractive way. So
Yeah.
comes as no surprise.
Jan says the apartment complex at the end of Ichi the Killer is actually in the beginning of Tetsuo 2. Have you guys seen Machine Girl movie? No, I have not.
Yes, I have. I love Noboru Iguchi so much. That's the sort of comedy splatter shit that just really rocks my nut.
We should do, what's it called? Watch some, what's his name?
JVs.
What's that guy's name? Tsukamoto.
Can you give me a hint?
Should watch some Tsukamoto movies and then
Oh, gotcha.
and have a convo on them. I would love to.
Sure.
I actually was really stoked to see more after Snake of June, because I was like, this feels like a kind of not fully coherent like set of images, but it was like interesting enough that it like makes me want to like contextualize it with more images from this person, or
Yeah.
like maybe possibly more coherent stuff from this person, or not even necessarily, but at least more like imagery from them, and like kind of see
Yeah.
what I think. Like,
I think that's a good way to think about it, because he has had an extremely cool and interesting career that is a lot of fun to dig into.
well, I mean, I'd heard of him because he's like very influential and like highly regarded. So yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like it's got to be one of those things where I'm sure it'll like feel like more rich, like the more shit I see by him, as it always is when someone's like that, you know. I mean, and like my impression of it was like not like, oh, this is like a failure of a movie, but like this is like an experimental movie that's like doing a lot in a way that it's like, you know, it's trying to do maybe more than he can like fully make cohere, at least to like in like an obvious way, if that makes sense. So like not like I'm not saying that as an insult at all, if that makes sense.
No, because
You know what
I
I mean?
wanted to, yeah, I wanted to say that like that is, I would say like a theme of his directing style. Even.
Yeah,
that
and
it's
it's all
always
like,
like very ambitious.
Yeah,
in a way that I think is cool.
Exactly. Well said. Yeah, that's how I felt. Yeah. God, yeah, I'm really enjoying watching Toho.
Just like how the, like, well, first off, I'm just thinking about the meme where it's just like the like how to draw a Toho character, and it's just like, you know, draw like generic lolly, like look up like 19th century doll, like literally just copy the exact outfit, and then add a bunch of frills. But I was also just thinking about how, like, they really make it to where Gen Sokyo or whatever is actually like it's literally just like filled with like gods that are lollies, and they just has like a violence-based economy.
It's based.
It's just like, oh yeah, you want to ask me a question? Okay, you have to beat me in Danmaku Barrage fucking bullet hell combat, just because that's just how we do things. Like it's not even like it's like a problem.
And if you lose, I am taking an embarrassing photograph of you for my newspaper.
Yeah. I love fuck. Is that your Ken or whatever, the newspaper girl?
I mean I love a lot of the characters, but I think that she is a blast.
I like too how they make them like dogs. Whatever, I forgot what type of yokai it is, but like they commonly aren't, like at least in the West, portrayed as being dog like.
What was I gonna say? Like
oh fuck.
I really
I'm trash.
Damn. Get good.
Sad.
That's why it's sad, Gato.
Yeah.
More like bad Gato.
More like bad. More like bad Gato. Have you seen that ass?
Oh.
Damn.
Ooh.
I'm doing the swag emoji face.
Oh my god. Marisa's so swag.
Very true.
Yeah, I love their character styles. I feel like everyone should look like that, and you should have like just like anime girls like appear in the middle of like crazy bullet hell battles like that.
Yeah.
Oh, this girl's really good too. I like her her vibe.
Who?
I forgot Gore what her name is. When I was visiting my parents, I fucking said I for Gore in a conversation. And I just felt like
And you
such
got
a
like
fucking idiot.
disowned.
They just like, it really was just one of those things where it was like a, you know, a real like Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about kind of situation, but like they didn't even have to say it. Like they just kind of looked at me.
That's like when I did the classic embarrassing thing of spending too much time with your girlfriend and then calling your parents babe.
Oh,
thanks, babe.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah, that totally
That's
is a
so
thing
relatable.
that we know about.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? Man, this temple's totally aimed at yokai. The yokai was even sweeping duty earlier. Oh, here she is.
God, I need to be
Ace.
I need to be. Okay, great. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna switch my screen share over so you guys can hear this. You guys probably saw this.
This is her, Kyoko Kazodani or whatever.
Oh, based the yelly one, the one who screams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love her. I deeply love her.
What was the one that you liked, or was it?
I like her.
Yeah.
I mean, I like her. I like Notori. God, I like a whole lot of these lollies. If I'm being honest. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah, the reason Toho's so hard to play is actually because you're just crying the whole time.
Yeah.
Easy mode is just where you can't see their belly in the chest.
Yeah, literally. Brady,
Oh!
Brady Toho,
Brady
Brady Lolly, bullet down Maku barrage. Correction required.
Brady Yokai.
That's
Yeah,
as
Brady
far as I
Yokai.
know, literally
Purification
without. That is, as far as I know, literally without exaggeration, what the plot of any Toho game is.
Yeah, is Brady Yokai.
Bullet correction is needed.
Yeah, Brady Scarlet Devil. Whoa.
Whoa! Yo, I can't. How do you change? I feel like Discord is like one of those things where it's like you're like, yeah, this looks easy, and like somehow every time you find a button, you can never remember where it is.
It's a piece of
Why
shit.
is that?
I don't know, because they basically have a monopoly on the thing they do now, so it doesn't have to be good.
Damn it.
I think it's like mostly good, but it's like what you, yeah, it's like basically that it's good enough that it, I don't know, they don't have to make it better.
Girls are now VTubing.
Alright, I'm gonna video capture this. Capture this in OBS.
Oh, this thing, yeah.
You've seen this video, right?
Of course,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Oh, let me see this.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna add this in.
Channel also okay.
There we go.
Okay, let's see. What's
Attention, all Toho gamers. Reimu Hakare is in great trouble and she needs your help to wipe out the Yoki and Yoki Mountain. But to do this, she
I
needs
love
Fantasy
his
Heaven and a couple of bottles of sake.
Of this
To help
stuff.
her, all she needs is your credit card number.
That's what
the
really
three
takes
digits
you
on
to
the
the
back
glory zone.
and the expiration month and year. You'll also have to donate to her shrine. But you gotta be quick so Reimu Hakare can save and Sokyo and achieve the epic Yoki genocide.
that is so based.
Me and all my friends want Yoki genocide.
I love that.
Yoki genocide.
Achieve the epic Yoki genocide. Voiceover Pete on like the voiceover Pete, the era of seeing Salad Snake post voiceover Pete videos was the best era of memes, and I feel like nothing has been nearly as good as like 2018. Like just seeing when Salad Snake was
many
really
of those.
posting. Like
Salad Snake.
Salad Snake was the guy who got me in the game. He was like he was the guy. That's why I'm a poster. Salad Snake, man.
Salad.snake.
Salad Snake is so good. He's still every fucking thing he posts makes me crack up.
It's kind of insane. It's really impressive too, because it's like, it's not like I'm laughing because it's like, oh haha, he made funny like niche you know,
Yeah.
reference. It'll be like simple things that
Yeah.
for whatever reason just like fucking kill me.
He's got a genuinely really good sense of humor, and he doesn't post as much as he used to, but the shit he posts still really fucking makes me laugh.
Yeah, this
Like-
is. I've been out of the game for a while, but I remember him. That is like a name I still remember.
He's still
Salad
really
Snake.
good, and I feel like
IG Salad Snake.
he's one of those people who's got a really good sense of like mundane things that are funny, where like some of the shit he posts, like you said, is like very normie, but like
It's normie, but it still just makes me like piss my pants.
Well, it's like, I mean, so Sad Gato and I have just I started this by just absolutely abusing Sad Gato by sending like wave after wave of Steve Harvey memes, which are not as funny, to be clear, as like shit that Salad Snake posts, but like
Zombie lolly.
I just like
Oh.
so cute, so cute. But like, I feel like, I don't know, like Steve Harvey shit is like an example of like normie stuff that is like unbelievably funny to me, and I feel like he's very funny because he like finds odd things that are like maybe usually a bit more mainstream technically, but like actually like very funny if you're, I don't know, reading them through a certain
based.
lens. If you're reading them through a based lens.
Yeah. It's just, it really hits. Oh, damn it.
Is that game
Steve
over?
Harvey. Steve, what?
Is that game over?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about the incredible number of Steve Harvey videos I've sent you?
Look, my like recommended shit is just fucking Steve Harvey and Family Guy clips, and like that's it. That's
Me
it.
too.
That's all I fucking look at is Steve Harvey and Family Guy clips. I don't get any of those stupid fucking memes anymore. It's just what matters.
That's
Oh,
yeah, that's
Yeah,
the only
back to fucking basics.
that's because of
but-
me sending you that shit, and it's the best shit on Instagram. Yeah. Name something that you be unhappy if it went up your butthole. And someone's like, a dick, Steve. And he's like, oh,
yeah, and then he's all whoa.
whoa,
Oh my
bratty
God.
contestant. Mocking punishment is needed. Man, no, Family Feud is awesome. It's so good. It's so good. It, like all the like I mean like at least I think I'm gonna do maybe for next episode I'll do like a super cut where next time Lawled's on because I feel like he'll really hate this. I'm gonna just do like a super cut of like maybe 20 minutes of like Family Feud videos that I'll just play. And
Fucking good.
let's not
It's
mention
so
it to him.
funny.
I'll just volunteer to host the next episode so that he can't like shut me up. And I'll just like put on like a reel of like all the Family Feud clips I've sent to like Sad Gato.
The Reimu or the Marisa photo today?
It's giving Marisa.
I like how
Reimu.
Marisa's. They're just like, oh yeah, she's like the Westerner, and then all she does is she just steals and is just a piece of shit.
Yeah, and the Westerner is also like clown piece, right?
I think so. I know, fucking like Alice, but yeah, she's like the only like non-yokai, I think. Like, wait, who's Clown Piece?
That's the one who's like supposed to represent America. That is just like a clown.
He's so based. Okay, let's see. Sealing needle. Okay, homing, forward focus, or sealing.
I don't know. How would I know?
True. This one has a really good soundtrack.
Yeah. Man, these cloud effects are great.
Oh, what?
The clouds.
Oh, yeah. It's... Oh. I used to play so many, like, arcade, like, bullet hell games when I was a kid.
Bullet Hell's really fun. I've never been good at it, but I've always enjoyed it. It's like a very fun type of game if you, like, I don't know, are, like, autistic or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty
I
ass
think it's
at
the
them,
point.
but
Yeah.
I still love them.
God, it's so cool having just like an anime girl shooting at you, who's like drawn in very janky style.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think is just like the most endearing about Toho is
Yeah.
like they really are just they don't look good like
No.
Yeah, it's awesome.
but it's
But
so
they're very
based.
cute.
It's
They're
like-
very cute.
Yeah.
They're very like janky cute.
I think that I don't know. This is the sort of argument about art in general that I get into arguments with a lot, where I think that they are
Look at
good because they are cute, right?
Yes, yeah, I think they're good because they're cute. What I mean is they're not like typical. They're not like
What's
super
that
pop.
delicious smell?
Oh my, like this is adorable.
Marisa armpit.
Look how cute
Yeah. God, I would
Yeah.
fucking throw it all away for
Oh,
Marisa
Bratty,
armpit. Hey.
Bratty Shrine Maiden.
Hey,
bullet hell
correction
is needed.
Yeah.
Ichiban, you are doing the thing that Lolid always does where I can't see what's happening anymore.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah. All right, don't tell Lolid I did this because I want to be rag on him next time.
Well, no, I am going to rag on anyone who does this because I don't know. It makes me want to fucking blow my brains out. Especially when Lolid does it, like, constantly, and I just have to keep telling him, and I just do the usual thing that happens to me in a stream, where I just figure, like, I should stop talking because nobody listens to me or cares about anything I say or do. Because if they did, Lolid wouldn't keep doing this.
Yeah. Is it working?
What's happening? I'm just bullet helling.
Did I fix it?
Are you winning?
Dog star, did I fix it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I do miss the surprising videos that we see when Lolid's on.
That is fun. I admit readily that I think is quite fun.
I just love this character design so much. It's so good.
Jan says, I've always had respect for Zune. Doesn't he like handle everything about Toho?
Yeah, he is the one-man studio for like the OG games.
Yeah, Team
or
Shanghai
like the mainline games, I guess is how.
Pretty much all the bullet hell ones are him. The fighting ones, and then all the other ones are fan made.
Yeah, I think he deserves like massive respect because he has created this thing and he is just like, this is me. If you want something more, basically anyone can do whatever the fuck they want.
Well, I was gonna say, didn't they? Sorry, go ahead.
No, just go for it.
Didn't they do like or like didn't they like start like taking them offline and like doing DMCA's?
That was like some bullshit.
Like, what, have you followed that anymore? What happened with that?
Yeah,
no, I don't know what's.
So it's
very
like
recently.
Some asshole filed a fake DMCA.
Ooh.
And then like Zune like found out about it and thought that it was just like, oh, someone like that works for me must have filed it. And like they actually ended up filing a real one, like because like in their confusion.
Wow.
And then they were like, well, fuck it. Like they kind of were like, we're gonna like leave. We don't really care that much. But then like there was the fake DMCA and like people thought they actually filed it. And there was like stuff in play and they're like, fuck, I guess we might as well file it like while we're here. Or something. I don't know exactly what happened, but
damn.
Yeah, the site that I downloaded all of the Toho games off of is not available.
Damn.
It's just that real limited edition fucking whatever.
Yeah, I was wondering what was up with that because they were so permissive for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
It's kind of lame.
Oh, it's very
lame. I love her, Hina. She's so based.
Yeah, you could say that you love Hina. Get it? Does anyone get it?
I don't. What's that mean?
I don't.
Is that a pedophile reference? Is that like a...
No, that is a classic harem anime. That if you were like me and looking at a lot of hentai for a very long time from very early on in your life, you will have seen quite a lot of Love Hina.
Yeah,
I've just always read. I've just always been Dojin gang.
I really you really killed me that one time in chat that you I forget even what the reference was, but the black male white quote unquote
Oh
male.
yeah, that's from the adult GIF board on 4chan, where there's always threads of
It's a very
black male quote quote
white male.
Yeah, white quote male. Yeah, those are great.
Love that. That's beautiful.
Those are always there too. Those are literally like the succubus threads on X for adult gift. Like it's like there will always be one of those.
Yeah.
Which is just
Is this
really
on
funny.
normal difficulty?
Yeah.
This is so insane. Damn, I love to see this. Wait, I'm gonna get some food.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I might be ready to hop off at some point.
We could hop off.
Yeah, I'm just feeling fried.
No, no worries. Yo, God, they're so cute.
So good.
I love just like fucking
I like her hands in
Reimu
her
and the old
pockets.
ones, like just her eyes just being big, like she's just
So
like
cute.
like.
She's just like.
I like too that she's just like really broke. Like that ends up being literally that's like the entire thing is like I get no fucking donations to my shrine and it's the yokai fault, so I'm just gonna fucking kill them all.
Yeah.
The epic yokai genocide.
Falling down. Yeah.
The epic yokai genocide has stuck
That is
with me
such
as
an
one of the
amazing sentence.
funniest things I've heard in my life. The way like voiceover Pete does it it's just one of the best videos on the net. And I don't know. I'm hoping we'll have like a return to like an era that was as epic as 2018.
What blows my mind about like voiceover Pete is like I'm just like damn, like this is just like a white like voiceover Tyrone.
Yeah.
And it's just like weird because it's just like holy shit. I never thought that like that type of meme of like someone like getting paid to do like a funny it's the girl with the sperm hat.
Oh yeah.
Damn. She went away. But yeah, there's just something about oh yeah, there he goes. Yeah. Holy shit. This is terrifying. What the fuck?
Damn, bro moment.
Whew. My optical camo suit broke.
Oh.
Beast. What?
Wasn't planning on using it anyway.
Yeah. See what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, days. Extend. Yeah, I'm gonna extend, alright.
Alan says, first time watching the stream while cleaning my room. What up? Hello, Alan.
Is it his first time watching the stream
Yeah,
and he's cleaning his room, or it's the first time doing both?
Yeah, is it your first time watching the stream? Is it your first time cleaning your room? Or is it just like, yeah, both? That's the sort of vital question. Jan says, have you guys seen how some people are willing to pay for some of those OG PC-08 floppy disks? I haven't seen that. Is that just like a collector thing?
I have also not seen that, but I can imagine that it is exorbitant.
Yeah.
They're just free on the internet.
No, but I mean, if you're like a person who collects things.
Nitori. Bratty Nitori. Super Yokai Warhead.
Oh, I love Nitori.
Yeah. I think she was in that one game that I got lolled. Like the CBT one.
The cock and ball torture one?
The cognitive behavior. You know, there's like the Sakuya dabs and does whatever. Like those Toho games that I got lolled. I think one of them has her in it.
I don't know.
Oh my god, just right out the gate. Holy shit. Oh. Base Nitori. It's weird because to play these, you have to really have your eyes at like a really interesting, like, position. Because you have to look at like everything at once, but also nothing. Where's me?
Are we still doing this?
Oh
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Oh, my bad.
Because it seems people aren't even talking anymore.
Yeah, I was wondering where Misato went.
Sorry, I went to
Yeah.
get some food.
Did you get Moz sticks?
No, I'm out of Mod Sticks right now. I wish I still had Mod Sticks.
That's so depressing.
Yeah,
That's cooked.
I know. All right, should we call it off?
I think I'm about done.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, good deal. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, based one more episode, yet another episode.
Another low effort episode.
Another episode in the bag. That's it. That's all